Friday the 8th. It is another beautiful, rainy, foggy, gray, gray day. So, yeah, just no escaping this cloud cover, I'm telling you. This weather is following me everywhere. So, yeah, we started out in the pitch black, driving rain, followed and joined by super dense, thick fog. That was a lot of fun. Thankfully, not a lot of traffic on I-80 at that time of the day. It was, I don't know, 5-ish in the morning, something like that. But we are on I-75 South, heading down. We just passed through Flag City, and we're heading down towards Dayton and then Cincinnati. And I guess the Menard store that we're going to, I've been there before. This one is, I think it's just south of Dayton, if I remember correctly. So it's to the north of Cincinnati, and we'll get offloaded there. Then we've got a bobtail empty to a pickup on the south end of Cincinnati. So not too terribly far away, but we'll see what the traffic looks like going through, basically through all of Cincinnati. Hopefully it won't be too bad, because it'll be, during the day, during midday. So hopefully it won't be bad. And then we'll get loaded up there and then head our way back to the home terminal in Plainfield and hopefully get there tonight. So we'll see if I can squeeze all this in my clock, in my available hours. And hopefully the weather doesn't put a damper on that plan. But so far, I'm still cruising along at 70 here, because the traffic allows it, and it's not raining that heavy. This is more like a mist. But yeah, we're just gonna have to see what the weather does. If I have to slow down, that might mess me up. But you do what you got to do, right? So I'm not gonna sit here and put myself and anybody else in danger by going too fast when the weather isn't agreeable to that, right? So, but right now I'm on a wide open straightaway. Not a lot of traffic. I'm good. So, anyway, just checking in, and we'll see how far we get and what we get done today. Hopefully, we can get it all in. Okay, we are all offloaded in Hamilton, Ohio, and that didn't take too terribly long. And it finally stopped raining and drizzling and misting and all the crap that it's been doing for the last day and a half. So let's hope that's the end of it. Kind of tired of driving around with the wipers going all the time. But we are on our way to the southern side of Cincinnati to pick up our next load. Actually, it's a live load, so hopefully that won't take too long, and it'll give us enough time left on my clock to make it back home. So we will see, but we are en route. We should be there in the next, I don't know, half hour, 40 minutes, something like that. So fingers crossed. Let's hope they got the stuff ready and can get me out of there quick. And we are getting closer and closer to downtown Cincinnati, which you're apparently going to be driving right through. And anytime you get around Cincinnati, it's always good to watch out for falling turkeys. See if anybody gets that reference. Alright, we are in downtown Cincinnati. Pretty cool. Still haven't seen any turkeys. That's a good thing. Alright, we got to get over onto 50 East.
Be in either of the two left lanes.
Well, I'm in this left lane, so it's just going to have to do. And wow, I haven't been through here in a long, long time. It's a new building since I've been here. Ah. Alright, Cincinnati. Another Rust Belt town, having a bit of a resurgence, thankfully.
In 1.25 miles, keep right toward US 50.
Okay, now we got to keep right. So let's keep right, shall we? Oh, I see bridges. Oh, you know how I am with bridges. I love bridges. Oh, and we're going to cross one. I see it. I can see it. Oh, wait. Are we? I think we are. Maybe? Possibly? Maybe on the way back? US 52. Okay, it wants me to stay on East 52. We're going to stay on East 52. I guess the other line that I'm seeing on my GPS is the return trip. All right, we'll go over the bridge on the return trip. At least that's what it looks like.
If you've ever wondered whatever became of me, I'm living on the air in Cincinnati, WKRP. Got kinda tired of packing and unpacking, town to town, up and down the dial. Maybe you and me were never meant to be, just maybe think of me once in a while. Heading up that highway, leaving you behind, hardest thing I ever had to do. Broke my heart in two, but baby, pay no mind. The price for finding me was losing you. Memories help me hide my lonesome feeling, far away from you and feeling low.
Assuming it's that traffic light.
Getting late, my friend, my love, my
Turn left at the traffic light.
That would be correct.
In 3/4 of a mile, turn left.
3/4 of a mile, turn left, huh? Where in the world are we going? Oh, there's an airport. All right. Lunken Airport. Interesting.
In 1/2 mile, turn left.
What's the name of this place again? SGS Cincinnati. SGS Cincinnati. I think that's it up there. According to the satellite, it's not this entrance. That's for cars. Yep. So after the building, oh, look at that plane in the hangar. That's cool. Ha! Glass atrium hangar. That's cool. Ha! That's wild. 2 of them. Cool looking. All right, here we are. Okay. We found it. Another rather tight little small place, but it doesn't look too horrible. we could deal with that. I'll just nose into that gravel and I should be set up to get on any door they want me. See, you got to plan as you see the terrain. You got to mark out everything in your brain as to how best approach everything you're doing. Think strategically, think a few steps ahead. So it's either that door or that door, so therefore I am pulling up as close as I can to those guys, swinging myself around so that I can set up on any one of them. Let's go check in with the office.
1 hour later.
Okay, we have a door. Let's hit it. I've never approached a door from an off-road mound before. So that can't see that UPS trailer, that bothers me. Alright, that's looking a little better. Much better. I like to see both sides of where I'm going. There we are. Hopefully these guys can get me loaded quick. I'm running out of time quickly. Alright.
2 hours later.
Alright, we are now making the mad dash back. We finally got loaded, and we are driving along the river here.
Take a sharp right.
What are you talking about? This GPS is going batty on me. Anyway, let me silence that one. But we are heading down this road, and then we are going to be going over the river, and when you go over the river, you're in Kentucky. And then we'll be driving through Kentucky for like a few miles and crossing back over the river again on another bridge. So yeah, kind of wild. But I think I'll keep the cameras on and maybe I'll put it to music or something. I don't know. Cool condos right there on the river. Very cool. Okay, now I gotta stop gawking. Get over here. 6A, that is us. Hey, that's no fair.
To US 50 West.
That was painted smudge on the street. That wasn't me crossing a line. Everybody stop. Brake check. We'll just meander our way through Cincinnati spaghetti highways here. So cool that people engineer this kind of shit. A whole lot of thought and a whole lot of math goes into that.
In 1 mile, take the exit on the left to US 50 West, then keep right.
Just so we can drive over it and not give it a second thought. Well, I give it a second thought. I appreciate it. That's a lot of skill and talent that goes into that. And years and years and years and years and years of studying and education. And just like being a doctor, that's a profession that you don't want to ever have to say oops, because people die. Anyhow, so we get to look at this from the opposing view this time. Very cool.
After half a mile, keep left towards S50 West, River Road, I-75 North, David, and then keep right.
Okay, we're supposed to
Take
stay to
the
the
exit
left.
on the left to US 50 West, then keep right.
Sorry folks, out of towner.
Toward I-75 North.
Out of towner, sorry.
Now keep right.
Yes, keep right.
After half a mile, keep left.
Be in any of the 3 left lanes.
After a quarter of a mile, keep left towards I-75.
I-74 west.
Okay, looks like we're out, and we are hopefully smooth sailing all the way back home. Let's see. Hopefully we can make it. Oh, yay, more rain. Oh, gosh, yeah. So now we got rain squalls. So we're just getting out of Indianapolis. This is the merge onto 865 that cuts over to 65 north to get up towards Chicago. And we were going to make it probably just by the skin of our teeth to get back to the yard while I still had time on my clock. However, somebody decided to get themselves into an accident on the I-69 exit from 465 north, and that backed up 465 north for a good 20 miles of solid bumper-to-bumper crawling traffic. So that pretty much killed my chance of getting home tonight. So, oh well. That's trucking. So I think I'm going to shut down. There's a Flying J. I think it's a Flying J. It's a Pilot or a Flying J, whatever. 6 of one, half dozen of the other. In Remington, Indiana, as I remember, it's got like, I want to say probably 75 to 100 spots, something like that. And if I pull in there, I'm about an hour out, so I'll pull in there a little after 5 p.m. I should be able to get a spot. So I think I'll just do that rather than do a nail biter and try and, I mean, it's just way too close. So, and once you get a certain distance, once you get a certain distance north on I-65, then you're committed, because there's really no decent place to stop and pull over and park. You're basically, you know, it's like you've reached the point of no return. I guess that's what do the pilots call that when they're flying when they say rotate? Yeah, that's the point of no return. You either take off or you don't. So, or you're in big trouble. So anyway, that's what I'm going to do. Screw it. I'll shut down at 5. I'll take my 10, and then I'll roll in there early in the morning and go home. So sucks, but what are you going to do? Cut it a little bit too close. So that's life. Oh well, another hour and then I'll shut it down. Well, good morning and happy Saturday, the 9th. Yeah, my first day off. I'm still in the truck. God, I hate it when that happens. Anyway, it's what about 4:30 a.m. Indiana time, so that's 3:30 a.m. for my body clock, and we just finished the 10 that we had to do. Had to shut down for 10 hours because I just didn't have enough time to make it back to the home terminal in Plainfield, Illinois. So we are about, I don't know, 80 something miles away from home. Shouldn't be too terribly long. It's about 2 hours.
Now turn right and then you will reach your stopover.
Well, here is where I was planning to spend the night originally,
Reached your stopover. The stopover
at
is
our
on
little
your left.
Pilot in Remington.
Reached your stopover. The stopover is on your
But
left.
I
Now 1.5 miles
pulled
down
into
the
that rest area,
Now turn right.
and I thought, you know what? It's nice and quiet in here. There's a spot left for me. And I generally hate truck stops as far as spending the night. I don't hate truck stops per se, but I just,
Turn right, then take
if
the
I
next
can
right.
avoid staying at a truck stop overnight, I do. I greatly prefer rest areas just because they're quieter and they're less insane, less likelihood of people running into your truck during the course
Turn
of the
right,
night.
then take the first left.
And I think that's kind of a little bit of a byproduct of the fact that most of the new rookie drivers, when they have to find a spot to stay overnight, they stay at a Pilot or Flying J or a Love simply because most of the starter companies that train new drivers fuel at Pilot, Flying J, or Loves, or all of the above. And that's nothing against new drivers, mind you. We were all there once, right? It's just that new drivers, there's a very high percentage of accidents with new drivers. And there's a horrible attrition rate in this industry. But that's a whole nother topic. But it just, it happens. People are brand new and they're not used to the size and lack of maneuverability, or the difference in maneuverability and the geometry involved with trucks. And they're just not used to it. And so they run into stuff. And so I like avoiding that. So if I can stay at a rest area, that's where I'm at, baby. I'll get my shower during the daytime at some point at a truck stop, and I'll get fuel, and that's about it. Other than that, I stay away from them. So anyway, let me get the truck filled up here, and then we can get home and actually have a day off. All right, we are home. Use the little app to open our gate. There it goes. Yay. And we are home. All right. Let's find a parking spot. This trailer's going to be staying on the tractor, and we're going to take it to its destination on Monday morning. Let's see if there's a spot in the end here left for me. Maybe? Possibly? Ho-ho! All the way on the end. Alright. That's what happens when you're one of the last people back. I think I'll take the very last spot. Why not? Oh man, I'm tired. Let's get ourselves nice and straight. God, finally. All right, well, 6:30 in the morning on Saturday isn't too terrible, I suppose. There are worse things. I could have gotten back at 2 in the afternoon, and that would have really sucked. So at least I'm home. Time to get the heck out of here. So more next week. Hope everybody has a good weekend.